Hi everybody out there in YouTube land. This is the Hermit Crab Family channel, and today we're going to show you a little bit of how it's been going since we started this little journey. Probably about got this tank set up maybe a little over a week ago, maybe a week and a day or two. The only really problem we really had is trying to keep the humidity at a certain temperature here. We've kind of had ups and downs here. We've kind of tried to, right now we're at 74, but with the what it actually is, it's 4% off, so it's actually 70. And what we've kind of done is to change it, like if it's too high, we kind of open up the lid on the tank a little bit, and if it's too low, shut the tank a little bit, so, and kind of like that. What we kind of done here, we did start with that piece of wood right there over there in the corner by 4 of our Hermes. And then we kind of moved it. It was kind of lodged up against there. They're all hanging out right now, sleeping. We did put it right here between the two kind of bridges, as you'd say. And then we kind of moved it back there, and we're thinking about maybe putting the pools in the back there, because pretty much the last week here, they've all been hiding in that corner, as my wife just showed you there. And we've kind of fed them a lot of different things here. Today, we got blackberries in here. Gave that to them last night there.
There's Phil.
Yeah, there's Phil over there sleeping.
Always by himself.
We had blackberries. Before that, I made some shrimp. Before that, I mean, we've had pecans, avocados, cucumbers. I think there's a couple other things I'm missing. Bloodworms.
And we always have their
over here
worm castings in there.
Worm castings. For many of you guys that don't know what worm castings are, it's kind of a decent way of saying worm poop. So we call it worm castings instead. That's, if you want to get a close up here on this bag here, this is what we got. We got a big bag of that from Home Depot. I think it was like maybe $8 or $9. But if you kind of see what this contraption we got here, we went to Best Buy, got this little camera here, kind of try to check out like if we see any movement, anything like that. It was probably about $30-35 there. It's kind of a cheaper one. I don't know, maybe down the road here we're gonna try to get a better one. We're having problems with it. It's supposed to pick up motion and all that stuff. It hasn't really picked up motion, and
it picks up motion, but it doesn't pick up them.
The hermit crabs.
And especially at night when there's no light, when they don't have their light on up there.
Like if it's something like if I go like that, it'll go off. But like say in the middle of the night, if they're doing something like that, it doesn't go off. So one thing we have seen, this is our freshwater tank we got here. I kind of got to fix this here. It's starting to pop up a little bit here. Basically, all it really is like some crafting plastic. The top part, the thinner part, that's kind of like some crafting plastic. I think people kind of use it to make decorations with yarn, stuff like that.
Or sewing.
And the bottom part is it's called light filter. We got that at Home Depot, and that's kind of make it a little bit stronger there. But I kind of zip tied them all together there, and kind of put 2 pieces, made kind of a little bridge for them both to go in there.
What's the other one?
The other one here, that's saltwater tank. And that one...
A little cloudy. Someone's been swimming.
That one, somebody's been swimming, and you can't really tell today, but I think there was maybe 2, maybe 3 of them that had some...
Sand all over them.
Sand on them there. That's kind of how we kind of tell that they were actually in there, because how else are they going to get sand on them other than having water on them? Other than that, we got the LED lights. We put a timer. We got a timer on it right there. There it kind of is. See my big old foot there too. really what it is, we did like a 12-hour thing. I think we got it right now at like 7:45 at night till 7:45 in the morning's the dark time, which here in Iowa right now, it's mid-August. It probably gets dark 8:30, 8:45-ish around there p.m. And it kind of gets light out roughly about 6 a.m. about there. I mean, in the winter it's going to be a little bit different. It gets darker about 5:30, 6 o'clock it gets dark. But that we got the light. Light comes on automatically about 7:45 in the morning. Automatically shuts off 7:45 at night. Some other cool features we got here, babe, if you want to flip over here in this area here, I can kind of show you. We got this here, and this is kind of a thermostat, and there's our set point 79 right now, and it's at 81.5 right now. But that thermostat, what that is hooked to, if you can kind of see in the back of the tank there, that's a heating pad. That one's roughly 47 inches wide by 11 inches tall. This is a 75-gallon tank. And really, that 47 inch by 11 would work for 75-gallon, 55-gallon. The only really difference between the two is our 75-gallon tank is wider this way. Like your normal, I think it's 20 inches wide, don't quote me on that, but I know a 55-gallon tank's only 12 inches wide. That's the only difference between a 55 and a 75-gallon tank. And let me zoom over to my wife because it sounds like she has something to say there real quick there.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up there. She wants me to wrap it up. I must be getting boring for you guys. Okay. A couple other things real quick I want to show you before I get too boring for you. This moss here, the green stuff out there, that is something that puts humidity in the air.
If you get it wet.
If you get it wet. And one problem we did have, little Phil right there, the green one with the eyes. The first night we were in this tank, the first night they were cruising all over the place. But after the first night there, we woke up the next morning, he was hiding in it. And the first 30 days, you do not want them hiding anywhere in the tank. Want to have that 1 inch of sand in there.
Where was he hiding?
He was hiding underneath that moss. We had it kind of over here. We had to kind of move it there.
Right under the ladder, he was hiding in it.
One
And
other
somebody
thing,
was freaking out, thinking he got out.
that was her.
Yeah, okay.
One other thing, if you want to come over here again real quick, this other side here. Back over here in the corner here, that's our bubbler. And that basically, what a bubbler is basically puts air into the water. That's how you see them bubbles there. And that's for a 55 to a 50 to a 60 gallon tank. And how we're able to regulate that here is this here. I don't know if you can kind of get a picture. We got that at Walmart for about $6. Basically, it comes from the bubbler in here, and then we got two going out. This one going to salt water, that one going to fresh water. And these two knobs right here, that's how you kind of regulate it. You turn it all the way to have the water all the way off so you don't have no bubbles. Turn it all the way on to have full bubbles there. And that's kind of our setup right now. This is after week 1. This is our first week here with them in the big tank back in Iowa here. And one other thing, after our first week, we're going to go up 2 degrees, which we're doing today, and that's 2 degrees temperature and 2% on the humidity. We started out, what was it, 70, 72? 70 or 72, is that how we started?
70% humidity and 77% temperature.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't go any lower.
So we started out 72% humidity.
70%.
70%. So basically this next week, so we're done with our first week. This next week, the second week, we're going to go up 2%, and so we're going to try to keep it at 72%. Next week, going to go up 2%, say 74, and that's humidity. That's not temperature. If you want to kind of look right there again, our gauge, we got that at Home Depot. The top one, that's the percent, that's the humidity, and down there where it says 81, that is our temperature.
So we need it at 79 and heat, and we need it at 76.
And we're
Since
just trying to
4
keep
degrees
it,
off.
just trying to keep it as close to that as we can without going radically like 20% high, degrees low, you know what I mean, kind of there. You guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, let us know there. Other than that, just like our videos, share with your friends, your buddies, your family, your kids, your dogs, cats, all that good stuff.
Your dogs and cats.
Other than that, there, just kind of, if you guys have any questions, any more videos you'd like to see from us, or any other stuff you'd like to see there, just leave it in the comments there. We'd be glad to get back to you about that. And thanks for tuning in there, and get ready for the next video. Hopefully we'll be putting one out tomorrow again there, and enjoy the video there, and have a great night there in YouTube land. Goodbye.